My name is Dion Edwards, and this is my husband, Jason Edwards, and our oldest son, Dustin.
Hi, Dustin.
Strain.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
So this is a story about your youngest son.
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
Our youngest son, he's 4 years old, and he is a bouncy, bubbly, just typical pre-K child. We got him ready for his August 3rd start date of pre-K.
So he's 4 years old when this is happening.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So before we go into the vaccine injury, describe what kind of a child. Because 4 years old, most of the injuries we hear are either much later or much younger.
Mm-hmm.
So he was completely developing normally up to 4 years old.
Oh, yes. It's wide open, running, carefree, into everything.
Chatting, laughing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Very
Okay.
sweet child. Very sweet. He was ready to go to pre-K. His older sister was starting kindergarten, so he was like, yeah, I'm going to go and do some different things also. And everything was perfectly fine. And we got his vaccinations done on July 29th.
Now, do you know what those vaccines were? They're to go to kindergarten.
Mm-hmm. They combined his MMR shot with his varicella shot, which is the chickenpox shot.
And he had those. He had the MMR and the varicella, which you know is not supposed to be given together on the same day. If you look at the insert.
We didn't know that.
We didn't know
and
that.
they didn't offer either.
You didn't know that, but they
That's
should
it.
not have given those two vaccines on the same day. It is, it is, if you look at the MMR insert, it is not recommended.
Oh, my goodness.
We
So,
had no idea.
yeah.
We were just doing what we thought was right, but turns out we were very wrong.
So what happened when they gave these two jabs that shouldn't have been given together?
Well, we went 2 weeks. He was perfectly fine. We, got him ready for school. He went to school for about 2 weeks. And getting ready to go into the third week, he got a little sick. We thought it might have been something viral. He was just starting school. He started running a fever. And we started seeing that he had weakness in his left arm, as well as his head was tilting and things like that. And this is just in a matter of, hours?
Like, I guess
A matter of
24
hours.
hours maybe.
And we noticed Monday morning, we were like, okay, we're going to take him to the ER because he's not even able to get out of bed on his own due to his non-use of his arm. And so from there, we went to the ER and they attempted to run some tests and things, but we didn't get the final diagnosis until they ran the MRI, which in turn told us that our son had transverse myelitis. And the neurologist, she also mentioned and informed us that it was the vaccination that caused it at that
She
time.
actually said it's a vaccine. Did she report it?
I'm not sure if she reported it or not.
You'd know if she reported it.
But she did say that, and his pediatrician as well.
As well.
How long ago is this?
We went into the hospital on August the 15th. We went to the ER that morning.
This year?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is
Maybe a month,
recent.
about
Very.
30 to 40 days ago.
Oh, you've got to report this. This can be reported still. You're going to. Okay, so what are his conditions? What has this vaccine actually done to him today?
He can't walk. His left side is lame. He can't walk, and he walked into the hospital, but now he can't walk. He can't turn himself over. We had to carry him. It's just like having a newborn again. We have to cradle him and to tote him everywhere. And his right side is okay, but his left side is just he can't do anything. And we're in physical therapy now, and they're just not trying to get him where he can stand, but his foot is beginning, he can't stand flat-footed on his left leg. So he's kind of like almost like a horse or someone hold their foot up the whole time. It's just like he's painting all over in all his limbs. So.
It's horrific that this happened.
It is. I agree. It's awful. I mean, we have 3 children, and we were ready to get everybody ready for school. They were ready, and then this happens. I mean, it hurts that, we think that we have people there protecting us, and then we're hurting our kids because he's taking the HPV shot, and it's got him. My oldest son. I thought that was.
When did he have that?
His last shot was.
August 20.
Did you go in
6.
August?
August 26th.
That was last year, right? It was last year when he was 11. We started the HPV shot for him. And now that I know better, I will do better. And so all 3 of my kids will be cleaning them out.
Are you angry?
I was very upset at first, but it started out with when he couldn't use his limbs, it was kind of like I was just trying to do everything for him. I was kind of hurt, but then it was kind of like one of those things. He's so strong. He was like, don't be crying for me, kind of like that. So I can't be sad, So it's all the time when.
Because he's so brave.
Yeah, and I'm just like, ain't no sense in me crying about it, Just whatever we can do to help him, That's the major thing.
So he's saying, don't you be sad for me?
Yeah, I think it was like the 3rd day when he got to where he couldn't stand on his own. We was in the hospital and they brought in breakfast, and I was trying to feed him some Cheerios out of the bowl because he couldn't use the hand that he usually uses. And he just started crying. I was like, man, why are you crying? I'm getting all emotional. I'm like, dang, I don't know what to do, And so finally he was like, put the bowl in my other hand and let me use this hand. And it turned out to where he started eating with his other hand, I didn't think he could be, universal with it, but that was the problem he had. He was mad because I was wanting to feed him and he wanted to feed himself. So after that episode, I was just like, I'm just going to be strong for him, Yeah.
Because he's been very strong. He went through 2 spinal taps while he was in the hospital, and the MRI and all of that stuff. And none of our kids have been in the hospital
at all.
Admitted into the hospital. They rarely go to the pediatrician for being sick and things like that. And it just really dawned on me when you were saying, why take a normal, healthy child to a doctor to get something that could potentially, harm them.
All right, now you need to write your son's name on the bus. Maybe you, Big Bro, can do it.
He's actually number 2668.
Did you write it on, did I?
I did.
Cool.
He's right back at the rear bumper.
All right, let's go. I want to go and have a look at it. Come show me. Did you come out here and sign it on the bus? There he is, guys. 2668, Jason Edwards II. We're going to keep praying for him. That's everyone's going to pray for him, and Josh is going to help you. Josh is an expert on this. He's been doing it for a long time.